Hi guys, so we have been in the new place for a month now, and I just really wanted to share with you guys how it's been, how we're all adjusting, and just overall how it's been. So I would say overall it has been a fantastic first month. We are officially completely moved in. We have no more boxes. Everything is where it needs to be, which is great. I'm still kind of tweaking some areas, but I feel like that's gonna be ongoing, as you grow and adjust. We've definitely finished the homeschool area, which I will be sharing with you guys this week. I have gotten that all finished and kind of all organized. It did take me a little bit. I did want to add to it too, so I was kind of just waiting. I have not done an official house tour yet. I will most likely do that after we get our last piece of furniture. We have one piece, I think I explained this in one of my vlogs, is that we were waiting for one piece of furniture for Ed's Legos, which is actually supposed to be coming in, I think, in a few weeks. So once that is in, I will do a house tour. So that is just waiting. Probably have to wait like another month for that one. But I also wanted the place to be completely done, and it's just not yet. And as you can see, do you like where they put the fire extinguisher? Like such a random spot. I think we're going to move it, but I'm still waiting from the office if I can move it or if it's supposed to be there for regulation purposes, but holy randomness. Anyways, totally, I could just see it in the picture. So everyone has been adjusting really well. Sleep-wise, we had issues for a few weeks. I think it was more just adjusting to where we were. It's a new place. Jeffrey had a really hard time with that. But for him, I was shocked that it went as smooth as it did. So that was great. Mia, now that she's in her own room, she actually has been doing really, really well. She's transitioned fantastic. If you don't know, we were room sharing before, and now she's in her own room. Though it's a closet in our room. You'll see when you see the tour. It's actually a pretty big closet, so we made it a room for her. So she is still right there. So when she comes out of her room in the middle of the night, we are right there. And she still does come into our bed, I would say, three, sometimes 4 nights a week. Some weeks it's been less. This past week has been tough. I think she's going through some growth spurt of some sort because it has been a very tough week. She's been complaining of like her arms and her legs hurting, so I really think she is doing a growth spurt. So she's been having a hard time sleeping. She's having a hard time going to sleep too. We were doing fine up until this week with going to bed too. So I feel like we're in some transition with her. So I'm basing it on growing, but otherwise everything has been going really great. The flow has been going great. The new routine, the fact that the kids have their own bathroom, we're all not sharing a bathroom, that's been kind of nice. Figuring out like how long it takes to get to certain places. We're not very far from our old place, so it's just different routes to get there now, to where we've got to go. So it's been going really well, though. I feel like we've all transitioned fairly well to this, considering I wasn't sure how well the kids would do, but they did really well. It's been nice. We're definitely enjoying it. It's been very needed. I feel like we're all kind of settled now and really enjoying being here, and the new layout, especially being able to go outside much more easier. If you didn't know, before we were on a third floor, now we're on the first floor, so we can go right off our slider and go right outside, and it's been awesome. The kids have been loving the water table and just to be able to run around. Where our building is it's actually there's another building on the other side, so there's actually like a piece of grass, a strip of grass in between the buildings, so there's actually places to run and just play away from the cars. It's been fantastic. It's been really great. Definitely the transition was much better than I thought, like I've already said, but that's just it. That's still kind of adjusting. I've been unpacking. That's why I haven't been posting as much. It's been more just trying to get the flow, get everything situated. Okay, we had stuff here, but really didn't work there, so now I need to move it somewhere else. But I feel like everything is finally like where it will be. Like I said, we're just waiting for that one piece of furniture, which will be here soon. It was just, we ordered it from IKEA, and it was just one of those pieces that was not in store, and it just was delivery for some reason from the warehouse was taking forever, but it's okay. It'll be here. It's fine. We did have one snafu. I think I said in one of our last vlogs before we moved. I believe it was the day before we moved when our couches came early. thankfully, like, their new neighbors, like, saw it and realized that the name was not of the people who were here before. So they realized it was probably somebody moving in. So they actually did watch the box, which was really nice till we got there and we saw them that night when we came to get the boxes. And the only issue we had was that they were missing a couple of bolts, which was fine. Ed actually ended up just running to Home Depot and picking them up. It was kind of a snafu. It was just the day we were trying to do this all. Like, the move-in day was hard, just because, like, they didn't change the locks yet, so we had to wait for them to do that. It just, everything took forever. It just felt like it took way too long to do everything. And so we were just really exhausted by the end of the day. And it did work out. Ed had taken off that Friday, which was the day we signed. And his work truck was getting worked on because it needed, like, an oil change and stuff like that. But actually something with one of the brakes went on his way to drop it off Thursday night. And whatever part they needed, they couldn't get till Monday morning. So, and Ed actually ended up having Monday off too, which, you know, some people would be like, oh, that stinks, he didn't work. But it actually worked out because we were trying to move. So we actually just, like, did as much as we could that day. And so that way I was much better off later in the week when I was by myself with the kids. And then when my mom and mother-in-law got here, it was kind of funny. Thursday, the day they came, it was supposed to rain all afternoon. So when they got here, we were like, okay, let's go do run right now. I had my car all loaded. We took everything over, and then we expected this, you know, we were like, okay, we'll get lunch and then probably won't be able to do anything the rest of the day because it was supposed to rain all afternoon. And the storm literally passed us. Like, it didn't, we literally got like a sprinkle and that was it. So we actually were able to make another trip that afternoon, which was awesome. And then the next day we did 3 trips and then we're done. Like, I literally was at a point in the afternoon, it was like 2 p.m, and I couldn't move anything else. Everything else was either the big stuff that was going on the truck the next day, or it was that last minute stuff that we needed for that night or morning. It felt weird, and I even said that to my mom. I was like standing around going, I feel like I should be doing something, but there's literally nothing I can do. And she's like, no, you're literally at a point where you're like, you can't do anything else. So it was kind of like a nice feeling, but a weird feeling. So the move did go well. We did end up going with a smaller truck, which meant that we did 2 trips. And really that last trip wasn't very much. It was like our washer and dryer and I think it was the table, the table and chairs. We just could not get that in the first trip. And so, I mean, if we had gone with like the next size up trailer, we probably could have all done it in one trip. But it was actually kind of nice to do that break in between. And we had my nephew helped move, and one of his friends came over and helped us move too. So that worked out perfectly. We got everything done with like an hour left on the truck to return it, which was great. I mean, I could have called and they had even said to me when I rented it, they said we could have had it longer if needed. Nobody needed it that day. Hi, baby girl. But thankfully we got it all done in the time I had planned. It was just one of those, like, it was just one of those days. But we're all moved in. Everything is great. Now I'm actually going to get this little girl dressed because we have to leave soon to go to therapy. But yeah, everything is going really well. I just wanted to get a quick update and tell you just how the move went, and everything did go fine. I know I've mentioned it here and there in vlogs. I'm hoping that now that everything is now settled and we're all where we need to be, I'm hoping we can kind of get back into a regular 3-day-a-week posting, but we'll see how that goes. You know, some weeks I'm just not into it. Like this week, I actually have a lot planned and a lot I want to do. So for YouTube, so hopefully I can get some up, but who knows? We'll just wait and see. You know, it's mom life. I do this for fun, so it's not like oh my gosh, I have to get this done. I have to get this done. It's like if I get it done, I do. If I don't, it's no big deal. So hope you're all doing well, and I'll see you in our next video.